Hey guys, welcome to our Sonic Generations impressions video.
And yes, so before we do continue with this impressions video, we decided that we are going to not highlight any swearing because we want to keep it true to Hellfire and Brain Scratch. Right?
Yep. Fuck that noise.
Let's practice. Yep. 2, 1. Fuck. Okay, we can end it there now. Okay.
Wop.
So now we finally got Sonic Generations, we played the fuck out of it. We can now suddenly do an impressions video.
Woo! And
God knows how long this video is going to be. So let's see. We're going to start off by mentioning about the Sonics. What do you think about Classic Sonic? You quite frankly think Modern Sonic's better than Classic Sonic.
Obviously.
Why is that?
Because, well...
Yes?
Obvious. Can Classic Sonic boost? I thought so.
Well, excuse me, he's quote-unquote Classic Sonic.
He still can't boost.
He can spin dash and he can occasionally be a lot faster than Modern Sonic. Have you not seen any videos yet?
I have seen the videos.
Yes, exactly. Well, okay, so, but otherwise, opinions on Classic Sonic.
But no, the Modern Sonic stages are a lot longer, aren't they?
Planet Wisp.
Long!
So we're going to go to
Enough said.
Classic Sonic. What do you think of him? A cute little Sonic that was in the old days in the 1990s.
He fat.
Yes, that too. Thank you. So Classic Sonic is the basic 2D square scrolling that everyone loved in the old days, and I do too. Quite frankly, in my opinion, I love Classic Sonic more just because his gameplay is so much more basic, which is what I like.
In a way, hang on, I'm wondering. I'm thinking of Shiz. What came first, NES or Sega Mega Drive?
I think it was the SNES and then Mega Drive. I think that's what it was.
So the NES came first. Well, pretty much. So then, in a way, it's copying Mega Man because Mega Man is better. Side scroller.
Whatever. There's loads of side scrollers.
Side scrollers
in the old days. You know, Super Mario, Castlevania, and all that sort of thing.
All that jazz.
Yeah. So okay, now we've literally gone.
Pac-Man wasn't a side scroller, and neither was Pong.
It was still 2D. It wasn't 3D at all. So now, okay, so Classic Sonic, so what is it you don't like about Classic Sonic besides the fact he can't boost, slide, and all that sort of thing? What else do you not like about it?
I don't really. I'm not saying that's something I don't like about it. I'm just saying
not that you don't like.
Modern Sonic's better because he can do that shit.
Okay, well, Classic Sonic. We're
still on this.
Yeah. Sorry, Modern Sonic. So Modern Sonic is the one that's 3D, you know, Unleashed, 06. So 06 was terrible. Then it went to Sonic Unleashed. Sonic Colors made it even better, and now Sonic Generations is epic. Est. So I like Modern Sonic. He's awesome in pretty much every single way. He can boost, you know, air boost and shit. What about you? Yeah.
He's Sonic.
As good as you can get. But now we need to go into the problems of the Supersonics. Quite frankly, they suck. Have you tried them out before?
I have not used them, barring for that Timey this stage.
No, I haven't tried. I haven't actually tried. I haven't tried Supersonics either.
Frankly, we don't want to.
We don't want to. When I get to my Let's Play, I might.
We might have to.
When I get to my Let's Play, I'll show it off.
But we'll have to do it on.
I'm talking about regular stages, not.
Mind you, we might as well do it on the worst stages, so we can't ruin the brilliant stages. For example, City Escape. We can't ruin City Escape with the crappy supersonicness.
No, the problem is Classic Sonic's rings go down really fast, and he doesn't get any speed up or jump height. Modern Sonic is just stupid. He
just boosts through the level
and doesn't go through any other secret path. That's just it. It's terrible. Don't use Supersonics, guys, unless you really want to test it out yourself. Go ahead. But what do you think of the control system? You use the PS3, but I use the PC buttons because I don't. Because I don't have a Xbox 360 or PS3. Yes, guys.
You suck.
Yes, guys. I know what you're thinking watching this. Like, you don't have what? Shooting yourself in the head. But so what do you think of the control scheme on your PS3?
It was well, yeah.
So
I'll rephrase. Try and say that again. It was really easy to memorize and shit.
Yeah, because like I said, I use the PC buttons. In the PC, you can actually change your buttons, whatever you want. So, and actually, I heard that many people have a problem with using the PC buttons. I had no problem with it, both classic and modern Sonic. Well, actually, no, modern Sonic I did have a slight problem.
Well, I haven't played classic Sonic, but I adjusted to your controls very, very quickly.
Yeah, because I won't go through it with the button inputs I used because no one's gonna fucking care.
He used
right.
No, it's all about the P.
Nice going. You just hit the camera. No, never mind. Fuck that.
Fine. I did not hit the camera. It was a small earthquake.
You hit the table. We live in.
It was
England.
a small earthquake.
So
seismic activity is a bitch.
Okay, now I want to talk about one thing that I didn't like too much, especially in Sonic 3's unlocked music tracks. Yeah, the unlocked music tracks. They quite frankly, most of them suck. Especially the Sonic 3 ones. Some of them original.
Barring Sonic Boom.
It's like
Sonic Boom.
It's like it doesn't matter as great as ever it was. In some of the original tracks are there, which is awesome, but some of them have been remixed. Some of them are okay, but many of the tracks like Sonic 3 and Knuckles tracks, except for the Death Egg Zone in that one, they suck. They use like a MIDI file and add such shitty sound fonts. Thank you, Lewis from Brain Scratch. You made it. You summed it up perfectly.
Summed. Oh.
But like the first thing I heard when I was on YouTube and I heard Aesthetic Gamers. I think it's a boy, isn't it? You don't know him, don't you?
No clue.
No. Well, I was listening to it, I was like, what the hell? So hold on a second, maybe we can find it on YouTube. Yes, but like we did with the My Pony Impressions video, we are on
the PC
world. Yes, it is Aesthetic Gamer. Yeah, he is a male.
Yeah, you wouldn't be wanting to call him a girl for no apparent reason.
Yeah, quite frankly, because
vibration.
Of course. So here we go. The graphics. What do you think?
But
they are.
For which one?
No, just in general.
The graphics were outstanding.
Well, yeah. When you first saw my graphics, because I set my graphics to low, so I didn't have to.
It sucked.
Because the thing.
Too pixelated.
Because the thing is that I don't want my game to lag too much. That's why
it ends up lagging anyway.
It ends up lagging, but when it was lower, when it had a lower graphics,
where it looked shit and really pixelated,
the frame rates were a lot better, and it moved a lot smoother. But now I set it to a sort of okay one. Thank you, Alex, to thing. So now I'm okay with it. So the graphics in general are great.
So
especially stages in Sky Sanctuary and Planet Wisp, they're just beautiful. No, they're not.
They may be beautiful, but the music sucked.
No, Sky Sanctuary and Planet
Wisp.
Planet Wisp, fuck the Planet Wisp remix. They suck, quite frankly.
I thought you said just Planet Wisp. It looked beautiful.
But the graphics-wise, I'm talking about.
Yeah, the graphics. Yeah.
Yay.
Nothing beats City Escape.
Besides,
people out there.
Besides the nostalgia tracks, classic Green Hill Zone, Kevin Blunt, and stop copying Clement, and Sky Sanctuary. I think there are a lot better tracks. Like I think Speed Highway Classic is a lot better than modern City Escape. Shocking, I know. Actually, before I move on, this might be a bit shocking to all of you. I do like the modern City Escape remix. But I'm not as fond of it as the other two.
Wow. I'm just looking at the information, and people who'd made Happy Tree Friends helped with this.
They wrote Sonic Colors, but the writing in this game sucks. Thank you for mentioning that, Alex. The writing in this game is terrible. There's a lack of story elements, and there's just nothing there. It's like
we need better story.
In the intro, in like the first few cutscenes, they're just there. Yep, good.
Showing off the time travel stuff. Look, it was good, but the climax hype built up. It just
there's no paradoxes whatsoever. Physics.
What
are those? Okay. So
mind you, it is Sonic, so it must defy the laws of physics.
That's true. Like Johnny did in his review. I was gonna say something.
As I say, just take a look at Sonic 06.
Sonic 06, yeah. He can stand upside down on a loop.
That shows how awesome Sonic is.
Yeah.
It shows the awesomeness levels, but it also shows the glitchiness.
Oh, speaking of physics, actually, there was a bit when when you're going up the clock tower in Rooftop Run in Modern Sonic. Mm-hmm. I actually jumped, but you don't fall down. You just jump normally.
So that doesn't defy the laws of physics at all.
It does defy because it's going upwards, and I jump, but I go back downwards, not down. I go back.
But yeah, how do you? So you still go towards the thing. So you should actually just be falling.
Yeah, I should be falling, but it didn't fall. So physics doesn't exist.
Or at least it's a little bit weaker.
Yeah. There's now we go on to the stages, if that's okay enough.
Yep. Where are we starting?
With the one and only Green Hill Zone.
Woo! Alright, I was gonna start singing the tune terribly, but I can't remember how it went.
Well, I don't want to. Not in this video, not damn it. You can do it when we do it when you do a let's play. You can do it like Ryan does during Portal 2 like songs. But so within all these stages, we are going to go through like the stage design and it's Green Hill Zone the demo, the music, the nostalgia factor, and anything else that we can think of. So in the demo, we've already played this to death, haven't we? Mm-hmm. And we've got pretty good at it.
We played it so much.
And as you guys,
he did.
And as you guys know, I did record the fucking game.
We did about 5 videos on it.
But gameplay-wise, I think it was about 4 or
no,
3 or
5.
Okay, well, something like that.
Trust me, it was 5.
Okay. Well, anyway.
Why don't you fucking trust me?
What the hell? So what do you think of the music in classic and moderns? I think they're both incredible. I mean, the classics are best you can get. I shouldn't ask. Actually, no. Fuck.
8-bit time.
16-bit.
16-bit.
We shouldn't really be asking about the music in classic and Chemical Plant and Sky Century as well as just Green Hill because you know they're exactly the same literally. But anyway, so you know, Green Hill Zone. The first level gets you used to everything. It's really good. What are you doing?
Nothing.
So what?
The only downside is it didn't. It only tells you the information through before while it's loading the levels about the falling parts. It's only about 2 or 3 levels where it actually has the full. It has the the big signs that say danger.
Oh yeah.
Where it shows Sonic doing a jumping jack.
I forgot to mention this before, but the loading times on the PC version is so much better than the PS3 version.
Yeah, it is so long.
The PS3 version is like.
Mind you, the graphics were everything was outstanding. The actual gameplay and graphics are outstanding, so it's good. But it just takes, just takes ages to load and save.
Yeah, but then in Sonic, when I look on the PC, I'm just like, oh, this is so fucking fast.
Whoa!
Holy shit, man!
And because he doesn't want to spend money on a new processor, it's really laggy when he has brilliant graphics.
Yeah.
Graphics is.
Because my parents don't want to pay too much shit.
Yeah.
By the way, here's my thing. I have played all the classic Sonic games, almost all the classics. I haven't played like Spinball or something. Cause I have played Spinball, but it sucks. But I quite frankly, because I've played it quite a lot, I do have quite feelings for the older people that have played the hell out of the old games. Alex has played Sonic 1, I think.
Woo!
But you know, he's not.
I haven't I have not reached yet. I am yet to finish it.
Yeah, Alex is not.
As soon as I have it on Sonic Generations,
he's not as fond of the classic games as I.
I haven't really played them all.
So for nostalgia factor, I do have quite a good spots for Green Hill, Chemical Plant, Sky Century.
I plan to play them all.
Century. Huh?
I plan to play them all
and conquer this world.
I need to get a GameCube.
I don't want GameCube.
GameCube has. I'm pretty sure wasn't there some Sonic games on GameCube?
Hold on a second. Yeah, there is. Hold on a second. You have a Wii, so why can't you just use the Wii? Because you can play GameCube games.
Oh yeah. So I just need to buy the GameCube games.
Yeah. Which aren't that expensive at this point in time.
Now the only downside is.
Yes.
How much is the Dreamcast?
I do not know. I don't know, but even then, there's remakes of the original Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2 on the GameCube. So,
yes!
So you can play it on that.
Woo!
There's also Sonic Heroes, which we'll reference Sonic Heroes later because we've got to see Silent Hill on the stage.
Woo!
We now have Chemical Plant, the second level in the classic era. What do I start with this? Well, basically, it's not as basic anymore. There's so many routes. And you know,
and I like how
it's so much longer than the
class.
We're talking about Chemical Plant.
Oh, what? Act 1 or Act 2?
Well, right now I'm talking about Act 1. Sorry.
Oh, Act 1
with the classic. Yeah.
Sorry, I phase out.
Sorry, I wasn't explaining properly. So yes. So the thing, okay, Chemical Plant is Yeah, it's longer, so much longer than Green Hill Zone, and there's a lot more routes. The twisty turns you can take, and actually the twisty turns appear in Modern, and they're actually good for level design because they take different routes. But quite frankly, I failed the routes because one time I was trying to collect red rings, but I failed. I fell into a bottomless pit and I died.
You suck. There's only one downside to one of the things on the PS3 on Modern Sonic is one of the downsides is it's not the boost, the actual like how to explain it. Light speed dash, that's it.
Yeah.
It's really the button is really unresponsive.
It is quite unresponsive. Yeah.
I don't know if it's my controllers or anything, but
I've experienced it as well.
When I was trying to get a red ring and it wouldn't let me because it wouldn't do the light speed dash.
Especially apparent in Speed Highway. I'm sure you know what.
Speed Highway is pretty much the one bit where it wouldn't work.
Yeah, it's like we get really
I haven't used it on any other levels.
We get so close proximity to it, and it just doesn't work. Either that,
we literally we even collect the rings.
Either that, or it does work, but then it only goes for a limited distance and it doesn't go through all the rings.
The only place that it works is when you first use this light speed dash.
Yeah, properly. That's true. But I don't like the way the light speed dash is now context instead of like a full-on action like it was in the original day.
In Sonic Adventure 1, was it?
Sonic Adventure 1, Sonic Adventure 2,
Sonic. Yeah, you had to play a couple of levels and then you had to go and collect it.
But games like Sonic Heroes, it was available from the get-go.
And plus the light speed dash on Sonic Adventure, you had to charge it up, didn't you?
Yeah, charge it up for a few seconds, and it would be ready.
So it shows how much Modern Sonic is advanced. That he doesn't need to charge it up. He just goes, booyah!
But the thing is that he could use...
I wouldn't be surprised if he could learn to fly.
But the Dreamcast Sonic could do on any ring. This he has to do on certain rings. Yeah. Sky Sanctuary, should we? Or is there anything else to say about Chemical Plants?
No, I don't really. Except for the fact that on Act 2 there's a part on it where it actually stole from Sonic Unleashed.
Oh yeah. Speaking of which,
the bit where you like falling through and you got to dodge all those blue blobs.
I'm not sure if it's acid or just regular chemicals.
Just blue acid, I think.
I'm not sure what it is. But
it's
actually,
water. Sonic can't take a bath.
This reminds me. There's like a section in both classic and modern of Chemical Plant where the entire corridor is filling up with water, or Mega Mac which they call it water in the game anyway. But anyway, it's like filling up.
Water.
It's pink water. Pinkie Pie for the win, motherfuckers. It's like rising. And the entire corridor's rising with
the one thing I love about...
Like, what the hell, man?
The one thing that Sonic breaks physics on is when he's doing the boost, he rises up.
Yeah.
As in, to run on the water.
Yeah, but I've seen that in other games, I think.
So if you don't use the boost long enough, then he doesn't go up to the top.
The Incredibles.
And he just goes...
Have you seen The Incredibles?
Oh, yeah, I have.
And Dash, that character, he could run on water. Can you remind me how physics works?
Well, the fact that he was running on water is because he moved too fast. That he pretty much his footsteps were making already stepping on the next step before it could make physical contact on the water.
Well, anyway, last words from me. Not about you, Alex. Last words from me. Chemical Plant, a big nostalgia factor for many people.
Wow.
I actually really like it because I can't really say I have much nostalgia for it because I don't live in the old days, but I have played the fuck out of these games. Don't forget. So, any last words on Chemical Plant?
Not really.
Yeah. Sky Sanctuary, my favourite classic stage.
Classic stage is fine. It's just that goddamn.
Yes. You lost your words now.
Stupid modern stage.
Oh, actually, no. The first time I played it was on your PS3. I was playing it, and because my thumb was sweating and it was really slippery. Disgusting, I know, guys.
My hands sweat when I play games.
I kept moving the wrong place. The problem that I had was when I bounced on the clouds, I kept facing left when I boost, and then I'm like, what the hell, man? And I nearly did rage quit, but I didn't. You'd rage quit, you said, didn't you? Did you actually throw the controller to the fire? Fuck this!
I did throw the controller.
Where'd you throw it to? The window?
I threw it to the right, and it slid off the edge of the sofa.
Well, okay. Well, when I played Sky Sanctuary, the second modern in the second.
Then I went upstairs and punched my pillow.
The second time I played Sky Sanctuary modern on my PC, I was fine with it. I had no problems with it. I just don't think I got all the red rings yet. I got all the red rings in Classic. The thing I love about Sky Sanctuary is so many routes you can take. It's beautiful to look at. But the problem is that it's not yellow.
Why is it not yellow? Why does it have to be yellow?
Because the original version was yellow.
Ew, yellow.
FTA and Brain Scratch was like, I do not condone this, but to repeat something that was spoken on Sonic Retro, it sucks because it's not yellow enough.
It's not yellow enough.
You fucking nerds. I'm not sure.
Seriously.
I don't know.
It's not enough.
I actually don't know if that was intentional or not. I mean, I would actually ask Sega.
Sure enough, it does look a bit. It would look a bit disgusting if it was yellow.
No, it looks really nice. It doesn't. It doesn't look too bad. I would actually ask Sega, like, was the original Sky Sanctuary supposed to be white because, well, it's yellow.
It's yellow. Unless each and every time people have played it, it's just happened to glitch out.
I don't think so, because I never experienced any colour palette glitches in Sky Sanctuary in the original game.
Shut up.
What was I going to bring up something, but I forgot.
Enjoy your future. It's gonna be great.
No.
Famous last words.
We'll get to that when we get to it, Alex. So, Sky Sanctuary. What else do you think about it?
It's pretty.
Like I said before, there's so many routes in this stage, but the problem is that there's 3 red rings, but they're on 3 different routes, and
it is so annoying. I don't know how we couldn't get it.
I knew the routes beforehand, so I knew.
That's because you watched the shit out of it.
Yeah, Brain Scratch especially.
I don't know. We just could never get that middle path.
I could because I knew it.
Yeah, but when you tried it, you failed.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of which, about Sky Sanctuary.
That was so funny. You were just continually dying all over the place.
Yeah. There was actually one time when, in Sky Sanctuary Classic, level palette didn't load. I jumped onto another section of the level. When I got to the last twisting tower, it didn't load, so I was standing on nothing. But the collision detection.
Sonic was running on air.
Anything else you want to say?
Not really.
Okay, guys, don't worry, guys. We will get to the bosses after all the stages. But next thing is the Dreamcast era. Insert
no
confetti.
We cannot go on. We haven't talked about the pinball stage yet.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Actually. You dick. Well, actually, I think I was going to get to that eventually. I'm not sure. Did I get?
See, you didn't even write it down.
No, I didn't get to it yet. Okay, so.
How could you forget about it?
So Casino Night is the Casino Night pinball stage is a DLC.
Which I got.
And I got 2 actually, because I downloaded it and then bought it as well.
Have you played it?
Not on my computer yet, because I was going. Like I said, I played the fuck out of the main story first. But I know I have played it before on Alex's PS3.
But it's technically part of the main story.
No, it's not really.
Yes, it is.
Because it's not in. If you don't buy the original game. With the DLC, if you don't buy the game with the DLC, then it's not going to be there, so it's not part of the original game.
Except for the PS3, always came with the DLC.
Actually, it's a good thing you bring that up. It's part of the story. In the 3DS version, it is. PS3 and Xbox and PC, no.
Nope.
So, because 3DS version does actually have.
Unfortunately, you can't restore the thing, which would have been cool if they actually turned it into a proper stage.
No, everyone's. I knew it was a pinball stage beforehand, so I didn't really mind. But I wanted to pinball anyway because I don't mind
pinball stage.
It's as basic as you can get, guys.
I don't know what happens when you get all those coins though. Those big spingy coins. No, they're not.
Oh no, sorry. Oh yeah,
they're not rings. They're actual coins.
The hexagon things.
Yeah, they look like coins to me.
I'm not sure. I think they're like money things. I'm not sure for your rings. I'm not sure. But one thing's for sure. I think the Casino pinball stage is a good way to get rings. I think.
Rings? You mean points?
Rings and points for your money in your hub.
Yeah, it's points. You get like a little points.
Oh yeah, the little card thing. Sorry, I'm thinking of something else. I'm thinking of Sonic 06. When your rings is your currency.
Yeah, you twit.
You
suck.
But like we said, the Casino Night is basically. Like I said before, the Casino Night is basically as you can get.
Yep.
The Casino is basically as you can get.
I just haven't been in all the places yet. I almost did.
I've seen some of the places, but
I have sometimes I managed to. I don't know if you're allowed, you can, or if it just happened to. But when I had the classic Sonic, I actually started doing the spin dash.
Oh yeah. Modern Sonic and Classic do have their own special abilities during the Casino Night's pinball stage, but I don't know them perfectly.
I don't know why it would. I tried it again, but it wouldn't work.
Probably because you ran out, because there is a limit.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, there's a gauge.
I used it once.
Oh, I don't know then.
No, for the actual spin dash.
Yeah, I don't know then, because you should be able to use it at least more than once. And you can't. I don't think you can recharge it. I don't think. So I haven't seen it.
Because then, if only I know how to use it again. Because I don't know. I was just mashing a load of buttons, and it just went. That it usually does.
Okay, next thing. Now, is there anything else? I don't think there is.
Not really.
Because Casino.
Death Egg.
Because Casino. No, that's the bosses are after the stages I've mentioned. Bosses.
Oh. I thought we were gonna do it in the proper order.
I was, but I was like, screw it. So yeah, Casino Night is basically can get now the Dreamcast era, bitches. Speed Highway, up, down, and all around. Da, 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 da.
It's not the song.
No, there's a line that says up, down, all around.
I know that, but you did when you did the tune, it wasn't right.
No, it wasn't. I was just copying what Ryan did in Brain Scratch.
Up, down, and all around.
Deep, 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 deep. But I love. But actually, I love the original music.
I don't know if I'm doing something else.
You're doing Stardust Speedway.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I have to say that's right on me.
So okay, so Speed Highway. I love the remixes in this game, but modern's a bit too lazy because it hasn't changed too much since the original. Speed Highway Modern's music, it sounds nearly exactly the same as the original.
Except it's had some. It
has a bit more guitars in it. Yeah.
Guitar.
But the Speed Highway's classics music is one of the best classic tracks in the entire game. I have to say. It is just incredible. This is one of the fastest stages in the game. But there's one memorable moment that I'm sure everyone will know what we're talking about. It's the going down section in Modern. Now, basically, in case you guys don't know much, it's basically you running down a skyscraper.
Funnily enough, I don't know if that was a design flaw, but the road seemed to go down. It did a 90-degree downwards turn, so that it pretty much curved at the edge of the skyscraper. So I don't know if that was a design flaw or if
I
that
don't
was
know. I don't think I noticed it.
Purpose as if the cars had upgraded so they actually stuck to the floor, but they pretty much let it. They just made it so that Sonic could do it instead of him jumping and then dropping down into and.
I didn't notice it. So.
Well, like run, or as he's like falling, and suddenly his feet touch the side of the boat, and he starts running.
I didn't notice. So.
And the one thing is, how does he actually withstand the laws of gravity?
It's because it's Sonic.
Does he have the long fall shoes from Portal?
Well, he doesn't even. He's not really falling. He's running down. So he's done.
Yeah, but at the end, he hits the ground, where everything just comes down and explodes around you. And you
I was gonna get to that. When you're going down the skyscraper, all these cop speeders come to you. Well, that's a bit weird actually. How do I rephrase that? They're right behind you, trying to catch your tail. If you like, they're on your tail.
Sometimes I don't know how they do it, but they seem to get ahead of you.
I don't know, but they don't do anything anyway.
Nothing should be able to go ahead of Sonic. It's Sonic.
They're clearly just decoration. They don't do anything.
Because they just go. They actually do something. They go straight into the walls that are in front of you.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And they smash them up.
But I mean, like otherwise they're just pure decoration.
Yep.
I was gonna bring. Oh yeah.
I still haven't got that red coin, that red ring.
Oh, I found it. I was like, oh, you sons of bitches. So I
saw it as well.
I went back to it and I was like, fine, I got the fucking thing, because I missed it the first time. But when you're going down to the skyscraper, the frame rate's reduced to shit because there's so much shit on screen.
Only on yours.
No,
mine was fine. Mine worked perfectly.
When I was on yours, I did notice some bit of slowdown. Not as much as
it didn't slow down as much. It didn't slow down.
But it did slow down.
I didn't notice it slow down at all.
Okay. Well, when I was playing on it, it was so laggy. I was like, oh Christ.
Yeah, because yours sucks. Mine's perfect.
Well, quite frankly, my computer is not as strong as a PS3.
But the one thing is I advise is you don't get the Sonic Generations on the PS3 because the cutscenes are much better because apparently
So on this,
on the Xbox 360, it's like
shit.
No, it's like it's used on a separate engine. They include the cutscenes they do on a separate engine. While on the PS3, it's with the actual software.
It's because they use a video file. PS3, PC don't.
They just do it based off just it.
Yes.
and it goes just perfectly and looks amazing.
Yeah,
it looks so beautiful.
My eyes are bleeding.
You cannot withstand such beauty.
Rarity for the win, motherfuckers.
I wasn't going for that. I was trying to say
reference. But Speed Highway.
I was referencing that.
What were you referencing in the first place then?
I have no idea. I was just saying that.
Okay. Speed Highway. Well, I was gonna. Yes, this level is fast and stuff. This is really good. Also, have you been able to get on a helicopter for being in the level?
No, I have not. I actually never managed. But one thing I've done is
I've done my first try.
On that right at the beginning. I ran and jumped and boosted when
the rail.
And there was a rail right there. The annoying thing was that I missed the second part of it, or I fell off.
Aww.
And whenever I tried to get onto that helicopter, it just made me going flying towards it and then just fell.
Were you supposed to homing attack to the thing?
I homing attacked it. I did it
on my first try when I played on PC.
Well, you suck.
I did it. Yes.
Oh. You suck.
I haven't played Sonic Adventure 1 fully, but when I did, I sucked at it quite a lot because I was too young to understand anything about it. So I can't really say much about Speed Highway and City Escape. But I do hold some kind of knowledge about it because we singing there.
I think it was Stardust Speedway.
I'm not sure because it doesn't sound like it. But let's go to City Escape because I don't think we. Okay, now before we move on to City Escape exactly, we're going to go to the E3 bill of City Escape, which is City Escape. What am I saying? So yes, that's when Sonic Boom.
At the speed of sound. Got places to go.
So City Escape in the original one, they had a few changes. For example, when the speed boosters just before you reach when you reach the gun truck section, Classic Sonic. Modern Sonic and Classic Sonic's gameplay were both in E3. Of course, I couldn't get there because we live in England.
We can't go. We can't go to America whenever we want.
No.
I actually plan.
We still have school.
I want to, as soon as I actually finish. As I say, in Americans call it graduating, but as we break up from it and get our results and everything, I want to try and manage to save up some money and go to America for an E3.
Yeah, I'd like to as well. But
maybe we could save up and we'll get jobs and save up money.
Go together, bitch.
Yeah. You did the wrong thing.
Yeah, I did. But now we talk about E3 because there's not much of a difference actually. But now we go
fist
to the
beats paper.
But there's not much difference in E3 and now bill of City Escape. So let's get to it. Now this one is pretty much a straight line for Classic Sonic, which Classic Sonic is supposed to be one for lots of platforming and shit. But Classic Sonic has the best single greatest gimmick, the truck.
Womp.
Like 1/5 through the entire level, you get to face off the truck and you had to run away from it, and it's awesome.
But the one thing is it's really annoying because you're just about to do it and then suddenly the whole stage is like full before you and you miss it, so then you drop all the way down. Then you drop all the way down to the bottom and then get hit by the truck again.
Yeah, but that's just
The only thing that is worse is how the no invincibility frames on Sonic the Hedgehog 1. You hit a spike, a layer of spikes, and you're fucked.
And what's that?
Sonic the Hedgehog 1.
Oh, Sonic Hedgehog 1, yeah, but not in the same generations. Well, there's one glitch.
No.
There's one glitch though. We'll get to that in Seaside Hill. City Escape.
Womp.
Yeah. Modern.
So just a sum out of City Escape.
It is awesome. City Escape is incredibly fun. Modern Sonic especially because there's
music the best.
A lot more roots.
I don't know. You said Johnny doesn't like it, but I don't know why he doesn't like it.
That was Lewis saying he's not fond of the modern.
You didn't let me finish, you dick.
What were you gonna say then? Because you were saying Johnny.
The filter of the boost.
Oh, the filter effect.
How it makes the musical slow and like distant. It just sounds so epic.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking.
You didn't let me finish.
I thought you were saying.
Perry Punch.
Oh yeah, talking about that actually. Green Hill Zone and Sky Sanctuary are the only stages that have music changes when you boost with Modern Sonic. Every other stage just gets a filter effect, which Johnny doesn't like, but...
Don't know why.
I'm not sure. I hadn't had much of a problem with it, actually. But anyway, back to City Escape. It's hell of a lot of fun. Also the Modern Sonic, in his boarding section in the beginning.
So epic. He does some SSX tricky shit right at the beginning when you do the little special jumps.
Yeah, they finally actually got the physics right. In Sonic 06, there was no physics literally with the boarding.
It was just hold, wasn't it? No,
hold forward to move.
Sonic 06 is when it was terrible.
Yeah, that's what I said.
just hold forward, and if you don't hold forward, then it just goes quomp.
You just stop. Even on the
just
slope.
stops.
I mean, why couldn't they make it like Sonic Adventure 1 and 2's when the skateboarding section actually relies on physics and slopes to move fast? This has to be the best boarding segment ever.
It is the best. The only unfortunate thing is how his board doesn't just turn into dust, because it's just like
scraping the floor.
There's like so much sparks and stuff coming off it.
It's scraping the
I'm
fucking
surprised.
floor.
And when you do the jumps, I'm surprised, and it shows the back of the board. I'm surprised it isn't as just grey.
It's scraping the fucking floor. No.
I'd understand if it was a skateboard. It was a basic skateboard, which would have been cooler.
Which Classic Sonic does use.
Classic Sonic does get it. I know. I've used it.
Actually, well, you finished what you were going to say. Actually.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, actually, there's something really funny. I haven't tried it yet, but I know there's a skill. If you get all 5 red rings in the classic City Escape, then you get Board Master, which you can go on a board anytime, only once. But you can go on a board anytime you like, just by pressing the triangle button or the... What's the triangle button on the Xbox 360?
Y.
Yeah,
Y button.
Yeah.
And in your skills, it's your things. It's Y.
No, it's R.
Is it R? No, I swear it was Y.
No, it's R. Because S is my boost, D is my jump, F is my other thing.
So you got
R is my...
A, B, X, Y.
Well, anyway.
I don't know why you didn't do it.
No, I don't want to. It'll be too...
B, X,
it'll be
Y.
It'll be way too uncomfortable. How am I going to reach that? What the... Christ, man. But anyway. So, yeah.
But yeah, mind you, I think the reason I managed to adapt to your thing was because it was such a well. You actually did well at placing those buttons.
Thank you.
Really easy to use.
Thank you.
And from someone who doesn't play, I actually haven't played PC games at all, barring like certain ones like Warhammer 40k Dark Crusade. Dawn of War Dark Crusade, that was it called. It's pretty much you make troops and you just send them off to battle. It's really good.
I see.
Tangent closed.
Anything else on City Escape?
Not except for the fact that I'll say it again, it's awesome.
It's really,
yeah.
It is so much
I like
fun
how you crossed that out. No.
Because I put that in the bosses section.
I thought you just did cross it out because you didn't want to do it.
No, of course I'll do it. It's a boss. It's just an impressions video. Anyway, the last thing on City Escape, because I haven't played Sonic Adventure 2, I don't have a big nostalgia factor, unlike many others. But I do have a place. Sonic Adventure 2. I do want to try it out because it does look incredible.
I have to play it.
Now we have a level that is not actually supposed to be in the Dreamcast era, but it's Seaside Hill.
Apparently, from watching from common knowledge asked by, as in people from Sonic Show, that it actually apparently is on Sonic Dreamcast, the Dreamcast.
It's not, guys. If you're watching this, put in the description if Sonic Heroes on the Dreamcast, because
I'm basing it off someone else's knowledge.
But it's not, because I looked on everything else and it's not on the Dreamcast.
I'm guessing they renamed the Dreamcast era as in, because I doubt it would be like the middle era.
Well, here's a fact. The Dreamcast Sonic, which was...
I think they just named it the Dreamcast era because most of the games are on the Dreamcast of the middle.
Because actually, the voice actors before after Sonic Heroes was never Jason. Before this, Sonic was like Ryan and all that sort of thing. So that's probably why, because this voice actor in Sonic Heroes is the same one from Sonic Adventure 1 and 2. Let's see. GameCube, PlayStation 2, Xbox and PC. No Dreamcast ever.
I've played it on the PS2, yeah.
I play on a PS2 as well. But
First
apparently, everyone says.
I'll just place this out. First Sonic game I ever played.
Me too. I said that before.
And it was a very good game to
me,
looking throughout the games.
Yeah, but
at least it's better than those crappy things like
Sonic 06.
Other than that, known as that, and things like Sonic Pinball and stuff like that.
Pinball. Oh, sorry.
Sonic, there's like just so many that are like unfortunately, the PS2 games they just went in the wrong direction.
Well, actually, I was gonna bring. Oh yeah. Apparently, people say that the GameCube version is the superior version. Because I didn't have a GameCube, I can't compare the.
We have a Wii.
I know, but I already have Sonic Heroes for the PlayStation 2, so it'd be a bit redundant for me to buy it again.
Buy it again.
Anyway. What's the other thing I was gonna say? I forgot what I was going to say now.
Waka, 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 waka,
well, who cares then? Let's talk about Seaside Hill. Well, Seaside Hills and Sonic Heroes. Oh yeah, now I remember. Now that I look back into Sonic Heroes, I can see why I do have problems with it. Because at the time I'd had no problem with it, but now I look back at it, I do have problems with it. But I still consider it a fun game. It's a pretty good game. Clemente even agrees. FTA didn't like the game and stuff. But anyway, Seaside Hill. So classic Sonic has it's literally like the water level of the entire game, but you don't actually go to the water.
I have to say they use so. I have to say with the classic thing, from knowledge as in visual knowledge, it's pretty much like the bit that they referenced Labyrinth Zone.
Yeah. The problem there's actually one problem with this.
About more than half of it is underwater.
Yeah. There's actually a problem with. The bit when you're, swimming and then you get to grab the poles like you did in.
That's from Labyrinth Zone.
Yeah, and there's actually a big problem with it. The spikes that are there, that's where the spike glitch can happen. If you hit into a spike, you will die because you don't get any interference frames with the spikes. So if you warning, get hit by the ball spikes.
They're like mines. They look like the mine spikes things.
Yeah, get hit by them, you lose a life because you cannot avoid
spike
it afterwards.
Balls. No, you just hit it once and you die. It's like same for that tornado. You don't lose all your rings.
Well, actually no. Well, the spike balls you do lose your rings, but because there's no invincibility frames and there's a glitch to it, you can't see getting hit, which means you can't avoid it.
So
the tornado is different a bit.
Yeah. So if you're listening, if this ever gets popular, if you're listening, creators of Sonic Generations, fix that shit.
Which has a patch to this game. That'd be nice.
I think they've had a couple of updates every now and again.
Sorry, I'm about to. Sorry. Oh Christ, Alex. Okay, back to the topic.
Wisp capsules.
Seaside Hill. So classic is like Labyrinth Zone, which is great. There's lots of routes and yeah. But actually, here's one thing. If you're really good enough, you can actually quite avoid lots of the water sections.
Yep.
It is possible to do that.
All you need is a decent bubble shield.
Oh yeah, you can break the level with that bubble shield, but I won't talk about it here.
I has the bubble shield.
I haven't actually unlocked the bubble shield yet, because I haven't even bothered yet.
Because you suck. Ow. You didn't do it.
Yeah. There's a reason why I did the mission with the
That was the mission I did. I just did a random mission.
But there was a reason why I did the fire shield and the thunder shields mission.
Lightning.
To unlock them. And lightning, whatever you want to call it.
Mainly because it's called lightning. It says it right there.
But in the old days, called it the thunder shield. But who cares?
Shut up.
In the original, it's called bubble. In this game, they call it aqua. So fixed.
Aqua.
Aqua. Accents for the win, motherfuckers. Now, aqua. Okay.
Aqua.
Well, modern Seaside Hill doesn't have much water. Well, no, it does have water sections. Yes, it does. But there's some sections that you can't touch the water at all, or else you die.
Yeah, there's only about it only goes through it once, an underwater section. The rest, it's like you got to run along the water.
Yeah.
Like they had on what is it? I think it was called Emerald Coast, something on Sonic 06.
No, that
where he just immediately runs over.
No, what was that?
It was this speed section.
You're right. That was like an Emerald Coast like remix in Sonic 06, but I can't remember the stage. Wave Ocean, that's it.
Where he just runs along the water.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. But
it was like one of those speed stages where you.
No, I don't think it was a speed stage.
If you hit something, then you do the breakdance of doing it.
No, I don't know. It wasn't during the Mark speed sections. It was just during the normal stages. I think part of the stage anyway.
The only thing that annoys me is you cannot go far with the like one of those side areas where it has a speed like a quick step section. You cannot boost on that section, otherwise you just go flying forward and go down, and you immediately just as soon as you like hit one of the small jumps, you can't even jump over it, because if you try, then it'll just put you down. It's really annoying. It will put you down.
Oh shit. Seaside Hill. Also, I love the way the music inputs some of not just Seaside Hill, but also Ocean Palace.
Woo.
And actually, did you remember the 3 loop bits in the original Sonic Heroes? They actually take advantage of it and actually use it as signposts. Because there's actually a go-kart section and the turtle section.
I'm so annoyed. I've done both, but when I did the go-kart section, it glitched out and I couldn't. It went really slow and I died. Oh.
Okay.
So then, when I tried to do it again, then it also there's 2 sets of paths. You can go the higher path, which means you've got a higher chance of getting the go-kart section.
Because go-kart section is the one that has the red rings in it.
Yep.
But I want to ask a question. Do you think the go-kart controls better here or in Sonic Heroes?
I think Sonic Heroes you couldn't control it.
You could. You control it left and right.
Could you?
Yeah, you could.
I remember you can go up on the wall. It's pretty cool.
Ow, my knee. It's over my knee.
The only downside is that you don't have the knuckles and tails to stand on there.
Yeah.
Like tails holding his hands on the back, pushing it slightly. Even though it did nothing, it was all Sonic.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
but
disagreeing.
What I think of this section, the go-kart section, I think it controls okay, but I kind of think no, I might consider changing it because I'm still getting used to the go-kart's controls. By the way, at this point, I'm still thinking that Heroes does better the control because you just have to move left and right. But in Generation, it's quite slippery.
You can actually spin round.
So I miss things quite easily. But back to a glitch you were saying, not that glitch of course, but I encountered the glitch as well in Classic. I clipped through the wall somehow, and I was stuck. So I had to kill myself by restarting.
Yeah, because it's really killing himself. I don't know why it takes away a life. Well, you just go back in time, and apparently that costs a life.
I don't know. But anyway, that was Seaside Hill. Anything else? Because we played the hell out of it before and we liked it.
Sonic Heroes for the win!
Sonic Heroes for the win!
I wish but the one thing is, I know Seaside Hill was like the iconic stage for it, but I wish they'd used one of the much better stages.
Yeah, we already have like a grassy stage. We have Green Hill already, so I think it'll be redundant to use Seaside Hill.
They should have used the pinball.
I think they should have used like Mystic Mansion or something.
Or like the pinball stage, was it?
It was Casino Park and Bingo Highway. I love the music in that.
Bingo Highway was the better one because then that was the actual chance where you could do the bouncy bounce.
But I think if people did choose Bingo Highway, I think the name of the level would be called Casino Park, and then they have the modern remix also have Bingo Highway into the mix. But who knows what Sega would have done?
What they should have done is gone through
They did poll it though, by the way. So
what?
They did ask the fans what stage they want.
What for the
stages here?
Oh,
they did poll them.
Then why did people choose Seaside Hill?
Because they suck. They do not have brains.
No, if anything, I would have wanted to see the end stage.
I would have wanted to see
where you got the big jump, the big battleship that you're on.
Oh, it was Egg Fleet and Final Fortress. I think you're talking about.
Yeah, those ones.
I think I would have preferred like something like Hang Castle and Mystic Mansion, just because I love those level themes.
Also, and I know what's his Perfect Chaos is awesome and all, but what I really wanted to see was the final boss. Not exactly the big massive bird ship that you fight.
Oh, in Egg Albatross. That boss is not apparent, but there's a Sonic Heroes boss battle in the 3DS version, the Egg Emperor. But I haven't seen much gameplay of it, so I don't know how to.
Egg Emperor.
That was the final boss in Sonic Heroes. Let's get it up then. Egg Emperor. Let's let it load, and that's it.
Oh, so it's like a remake of the Death Egg robot.
No.
I think I've come across that. I remember that one.
I remember when I first played the Egg Empire, I had the hardest fucking time.
One thing is, I like how they've brought out the Bio Lizard.
Oh, the Bio Lizard, yeah, that boss battle looks awesome. That's in the 3DS as well, by the way.
Yeah, because they suck. I wish they had like extra content. Like once you beat the game and do a certain amount of time, you can go on to other boss stages that they did.
That'd be nice.
You didn't double click on it.
Sorry, I didn't even click it.
Oh, you suck. The Bio Lizard was just awesome.
First appearance Sonic Adventure 2. Oh yeah, it appeared in Sonic Rivals 2 as a card. Huh.
As a card.
That's a fucking card. Headbang. Okay, so that's the Bio Lizard, but let's stop going off a tangent and back to
Tangent closed.
Rant over Sonic Heroes and boss battles in Sonic into 3DS version. Sonic.
The one thing that you told, I know we're going on another tangent. That you told me.
Sake.
You told me that each stage you had to go through to get a Chaos Emerald on the 3DS.
No, the 3DS version has special stages, and there's seven stages in the 3DS version.
Yeah,
so
one for each Chaos Emerald.
Well, yeah, one special stage in each stage. So, but the special stages only take place in modern.
Console version better.
There's
you do all the stages, and then you got to get it from the rivals and bosses.
Well, speaking of Sonic Heroes, Alex and I have actually never got to the final boss stage.
I could not beat it. Damn you, Amy. You bitch.
I didn't know until I
know that is the easy version, but that was the quick. I did it the quickest.
I'm talking about getting Chaos Emeralds, getting the last story.
I know.
Alex didn't know about it, and he never.
I had no clue.
I didn't know about it, but I knew it a lot longer than Alex has. So much longer.
I had no clue, but I could never beat that final stage. God damn you, Amy!
The problem was that I could never get that Chaos Emerald. Rant over.
Tangent closed.
So now off the Dreamcast era, now going to the modern era, starting with stage of all things, Crisis City. Sonic 06 bitches. That game frankly sucks. But I haven't tried it. No, Alex and I haven't tried it, but we do want to try it just to see how infamous it is.
Yep. I plan to get Sonic the Hedgehog 06.
You really?
Yeah, it's just to test that level out.
Oh god.
Because apparently it's like the best level of the game. It's the best level in that game.
I do really like the theme of Crisis City.
And it has like about 3 or 4 parts.
In Sonic's part,
stages, we'll call them.
Or acts, actually.
Yeah.
But Crisis City, classic and modern, they're both amazing.
That tornado's carrying a car.
But to many people, it's the glitchiest level. I haven't experienced any glitches yet.
No.
Myself.
No, not come across one yet.
But I'm sure I will, because people say it's really glitchy. But who knows? Sega might be trolling us.
They might.
They're saying like, this is Sonic 06 level. Let's make it as glitchy as all fuck.
Yeah, let's bring back the memories of Sonic 06. Glitchy.
But I'm sure people when they saw
sucks.
I didn't poll because I didn't really know much about it. But I'm sure people that first saw it like they want to use Sonic 06 level. What? And I'm sure that's the people. Fuck with people wrong. But actually, Crisis City doesn't have any memorable sections in it. The only memorable section I know of is like the big loop, the big spring to the.
And the fire tornado.
Not really. Well, yeah, kind of actually because.
The tornado's carrying a car.
Because in the original you're running away from the tornado. In this one you're running head towards it. Actually, here's a funny thing that I'm sure most of you know by now. It's an achievement called Look Both Ways. To get it, avoid being hit by a tornado-carried car. That references the line, that tornado is carrying a car. And it's hilarious. I haven't got it yet. I did attempt to, but I was like, no.
The one thing is that I hate about the classic version is that fucking... Well, no, other than the trolling section. I wasn't referencing that, but that fucking tornado.
Yeah.
It literally like waits for you to go like... Is it gonna come up? I'll try now. Bang! So you're out.
It's actually one
S rank done.
But actually, here's my thing. When I first got to the tornado, I first died. Johnny didn't, he died during a brain scratch run from the tornado itself. I eventually got down to it and it was okay. But the thing I hate about it, not just the trolling moment, but that trolling moment's hilarious though. But okay, Alex, stop, please.
What? I wanted to.
No.
Shut up.
No. But the thing is that the wind physics that they use in this, I hate. I hate the wind physics as much as Johnny does, because it's really annoying. You're trying to stand still, but you just can't, because the fucking wind is in your fucking way.
Enemies.
Let's see.
Giant Motobug. Oh, the mission.
Yeah. Oh well, it also appeared during. Oh, sorry, I'm thinking of giants. A Mecha Chopper. Sorry.
What's Mecha Chopper?
The big chopper that comes out of the sea when you're riding section in Modern Sonic in Green Hill Zone.
Is it ever an actual monster enemy that you gotta get past?
No, you can't. Anyway, in Crisis City, you do actually get all the free Iblis enemies, except for Iblis itself. You get the Iblis Biter, which is the one, that dog creature, that...
Seeing as I am among the sane people and know nothing of Sonic and ignore Sonic 06, what is Iblis?
Iblis is like the fire creature of, main evil kind.
Yeah, I sort of need some more information than that.
Oh.
Because that could just be said about anything.
Iblis is sealed in.
For example, if you'd never heard of Perfect Chaos, you could say it's some giant water thingy of death.
Well, okay. Here's the thing. Okay. Well, Iblis is a creature that he wants to destroy the world, but because of that,
kind of fitting for Sonic. Enemies.
But because of that, he has to be sealed in someone. And this person is Elise, which everyone quite frankly hates because the kiss at the end of the final story in Sonic 06. Ew, fucking ew. Because it's sealed in Elise now, Elise can't cry, or else Iblis will be released, and cause a lot of shit.
Don't cry.
But the worst thing is Mephiles is trying to combine with Iblis so he becomes Solaris, and that's when the world ends. No, guys, the world won't end at 2012. The world will end at random time because Solaris currently exists.
Yeah, sure, whatever. We're not gonna base the scientific thing of that it will be killed by the sun by oh no, fuck 2012. I was saying it's something else. I'm saying actual scientific thing is in the sun will expand in about like 12
billion years.
Yes, about 40 or 50 billion years in the future. By then we'll be either on Mars or zooming for a space city complex going through space.
Well, okay. So where were we going? Oh yeah, I pretty much talked about Iblis and then.
Yep.
So that's finished. Rant over about that. Well, Crisis City. No, don't do
Tangent.
it.
Closed.
No. Okay, so what do you think of classic Crisis City? Because I quite like it.
Barring the fact that fucking annoying tornado was quite a good level.
I actually really I like the trolling thing because I actually find it pretty funny, but otherwise it's still annoying as hell. Modern Sonic is really fun. It puts so much that the original game didn't have. Alex, what are you doing? The original Sonic 06 quite frankly sucks, and we all know that. But this game completely removes all the bad things, almost all the bad things, and makes it one epic level. It is really good. But here's a question. Do you think classic or modern's music's better? Which one do you think's better in Crisis City? I
actually prefer moderns.
Both of them are epic in their own way, but I prefer classic infinitely because it has the guitar and stuff. And it has techno beats and shit.
It has the 8-bit times 2.
16-bit times. Well,
exactly.
Sort of. Oh yeah, 8-bit times 2. Sorry, I misheard that. So, is there anything else in Crisis City? We don't have any nostalgia facts because, quite frankly, we know it sucks.
That tornado is carrying a car.
Because we know it sucks and stuff. But we know the meme. The tornado's carrying a car. It's no use from Silver. I don't know the Golden Beetle. Oh yeah, the Golden Beetle.
Well, that.
Oh. Well, anyway.
Where is it? There's one thing. No.
Huh? What? Oh.
Ah! Stop. Spazzing out.
Has to load.
Can I find it? Is it here?
What are you looking for?
Is it under the enemies?
What were you looking for? What enemy are you looking for?
I guess it's not.
Okay. Well.
What is it? The egg battery.
Egg battery? What battery? I know
the egg battery in
flying battery.
The next level that we're doing.
Well, no, that's just a big thing. Actually, yeah. Speaking now, I want Rooftop Run in the modern era. Sonic Unleashed.
Woo!
So you played Sonic Unleashed, but I haven't, and you.
I have on the Xbox 360 back when I had it and it worked.
You said you didn't like it much.
I didn't like the Werehog stages that much.
Everyone hates Werehog stages.
Yep.
And I wonder why. Fuck, the camera's low. Hold on a second, guys. You continue talking, Alex. I'm just going to do something.
Well, what do I talk about?
Rooftop Run.
It's from Sonic Unleashed.
Yes, it is. Anyway. Pausing there for a second. Let's talk about something. Don't do that.
Alright then. Something to talk about.
So it's like Rooftop Run, you idiot.
Rooftop Run, what the fuck is it?
Well, Rooftop Run is, well, if you guys can hear me, which I'm quite sure you can, I don't know why I'm saying that.
Probably.
Rooftop Run is one of those, it's actually a really good level. I love the music in Rooftop Run. It has the violin.
Fucking awesome.
Classic Sonic. It is amazing. I love it. And I really like, and I also, the good thing we don't have to go through any Werehog stages because I heard rumours there was actually going to be a classic Werehog, but just didn't come by. I'm not sure they originally were going to because it's not there. So yeah.
Alright, I guess you can't unlock it, but you're gonna I'm looking at the unlockable music. You can unlock Open Your Heart.
Sorry guys.
Sonic Heroes.
Sorry guys, you can hear some banging and stuff. I am trying to charge my camera.
What the hell is Diamond Dust Zone?
Diamond Zone.
It's from some terrible game.
It's from Sonic. Diamond Dust Zone's from.
But look. Wham wham wham.
Open Your Heart's an awesome song.
And anyway, I know.
Anyway, let's get to
Flying Battery Zone.
Yep, from Sonic and Knuckles. But anyway, so Rooftop Run, modern Sonic stage is actually, it's basically you can get. It's Rooftop Run. It's fucking Rooftop Run.
I'm trying to remember the music. Oh yeah, no, I remember.
Yeah, but the classic remix is so different, and I can't exactly get it. But I prefer classic Sonics better to modern Sonics. But anyway, so yeah. So what do you think of Rooftop Run, classic and modern?
Awesome.
Anything else besides just that? Because
I do not like barrel.
Yes. There's actually one bit.
I wonder if Sonic likes barrels either.
Actually, one time.
Let's take a look in the
level. One time, I actually skipped an entire section in Rooftop Run. I was like, how the fuck did I do that? I spin dash jumped, by the way. That's how I did it. So yeah, we don't actually have much to talk about Rooftop Run because it's as basic as you can get.
With some violin modifications and a new piano introduction. Yeah. Who the hell is this guy?
The composer of this. He's Japanese, bitch.
Hi.
He also did some music for Sonic 06. Well, music in Sonic 06 is actually really good. Okay, so we don't have much to say about Rooftop Run because we don't know.
I was going into this blind. Anyway.
this sucks, really. This frankly sucks.
Yeah, we suck. Watch Brain Scratch Comms. Sponsor. So you don't get hit with a copyright, we're gonna just shout out sponsor. Sponsor. Well, that's how Tobuscus does it. So whenever
I don't really watch Tobuscus much, but I like him. I just haven't subscribed to him because I haven't really been bothered yet.
From watching certain videos. Do you watch his videos?
Not really, but I do like him. Only his main channel. I don't watch his lazy vlogs in his.
Well, the fact is that his main. Oh yeah, Tobuscus is his main channel. It's his first channel.
Yeah. So yeah, Rooftop Run.
Lazy vlogs and games.
Walking on roofs. Where are these saws coming from? Really now?
What?
The saws. Shang.
Oh yeah, what?
What kind of
idiot would put that in a city?
Well, actually, speaking of which, thank you for mentioning.
Yeah, they're against parkour, so they put them on the roofs.
Oh yeah, thank you for mentioning about the cities because this game has too many city levels. Way too many. It's about 4 city levels overall.
City Escape, Speed Highway,
Crisis City, and Rooftop Run. Because Crisis City is still technically a city.
Actually, 5. If you count.
Star Speedway.
No. Perfect Chaos. That was it. Station Square.
I'm talking about main stages otherwise. But yeah. But anyway.
Yeah, but.
Yeah.
And if you're thinking of city stages, then Casino 9 Zone would count as a stage because it's in a city. It's a pinball stage in a city.
I don't exactly consider Casino Nights a city stage.
Yes, suck on that.
Obviously it is, because Sonic Retro says it's not, but some people say it is. Let's see actually. Let's see what it says theme here. Let's see.
See, it's got little city things in the background.
I know, but I never really said this was a. I never really classified this as a city level.
If you see in the background, there's like little buildings, so it's classed as one.
I know. Doesn't say here. In Sonic Retro, it says that it's Sonic Retro Casino Night Zone. It just says Carnival. It doesn't say a second theme because some of these.
Well, carnivals can be in cities, so yeah.
That's true actually.
Yeah, I win.
Well, okay. Anyway, so now off that
tangent closed.
Let's go. No, please stop saying that.
Fine.
That's so redundant. Now we have the worst level in the game. Agreed. Planet Wisp.
It's not a terrible level, it's just the music, and it's so fucking long, and
it's a stand-up little stage.
I'm gonna say it's a not that bad game, and then bring up so many things that are terrible about it.
Here's my thing though, because Planet Wisp, classic Planet Wisp music is supposed to be based off like a bad future, which is why it sounds so like intense, or like insane rather. I don't know why I say intense, but that's why I don't like it much, because like the original Planet Wisp music was one I loved. And
then they had to go and fucking ruin it.
Exactly. And modern Sonic is 10 times better than it, but I still don't think it's as good because it doesn't have the correct like beats and stuff they used to have.
Beep beep beep.
Like
beep,
they took out the fucking bass line. it's like they only they removed a few things. They remixed a bit, yes, but that's it. It's not.
At least it's not like the remixes that are terrible, so bad that they just change a little bit. And then they say, it's a remix!
Well, actually, a Classics has grown on me a bit, but I still don't like it that much. But Modern has grown on me a bit, and I like it.
Oh, so what was I going to say? I thought I was about to say something, but then I thought, fuck.
There was actually one thing for sure that I don't like about Planet Wisp that I never really noticed until Brain Scratch mentioned it.
Oh yeah!
But the... Huh? But the fact that...
Yeah, now I remember what I was going to say.
Oh, come on.
Sonic 06.
Sucks.
No, it's the Generation 5 of the Sonic series.
Oh, it's Pokemon. Oh, yeah, Pokemon. Yeah, pretty much. But anyway, Planet Wisp. The problem I have with Planet Wisp is that the Wisps is that in the original Sonic Colors, I haven't tried it yet, but I want to try it. Well, anyway, Planet Wisp, the Sonic Colors in the original, the Wisps actually added to the level design, and that's what
they didn't add enough wisps.
But yeah, not only that, in this game you have to use the wisps. It's mandatory to pass the level. It's not.
Well, was it on Sonic Colors? The wisps could just help.
Added some level design. Not the wisps' uses weren't entirely 100% needed. In this, they are.
So they were just like you could use them to get into like extra bits to do faster times.
Secret sections, and yeah, exactly. In this game, you have to use them.
Spikes.
Also, okay, so here's my thing that I noticed before. The Classics Wisp is trying to use an exclusive Wisp from the 3DS, from the DS counterpart and the console counterpart. But the Modern tries to use a Wisp that's from both consoles. And
sorry, I'm just stretching my legs.
Yeah, okay. So, but they had to give Modern Sonic a boring Wisp.
Spikes.
No, the Spikes is classic. Hold on, I'll right back, guys.
No, Modern Sonic.
Modern Sonic used Rocket. Hold on a second, I'll be right back. So I'd rather them use Drill because they use Laser for the 3DS Modern Wisp. So why can't I use Drill? Because Drill also existed in Planet Wisp. I think anyway. I'm sure it did. I don't like this thing.
When I tried to make mine went wrong.
Yeah.
Mine went wrong. I planned to make it look like a coupe. Like
back to Sonic Generation. Back to Sonic Generation.
Tangent.
Okay, off that. No, please don't. But we don't have much to say about Planet Wisp. I haven't tried Sonic Colors before, but
it sucks.
No,
it's pretty, but it sucks.
No,
too long and too.
Oh no! In Sonic Generations, it sucks. It's not very good. It's definitely the worst, one of the worst bits of Sonic Generations for both classic and modern Sonic. So.
And that's excusing the Sonic 06. If this was an actual game, if they made a game about that bit, then it would be worse than Sonic 06.
Probably. But now we don't have much to talk about, right?
Sure enough, it looked pretty, but it was way too long, and and the music was off-putting.
Planet Wisp does look beautiful.
It's pretty.
It's breathtaking. It is awesome.
So pretty.
It makes my eyes bleed even more. I can't take it. But anything else to talk about Planet Wisp besides it sucks?
Not really.
Okay. Well, now, guys, we go on to the bosses. And rival battles as well, sorry guys. But first of all, we start by going by Metal Sonic and Stardust Speedway.
Do-dee,
do-dee, dum-dum, 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 do-dee, turn it up, get down, dum-dum-dum-dum-dum-dum. Okay, we'll stop there now. But anyway, Metal Sonic. So this boss battle is so much more this boss battle is really different compared to the original one in Sonic CD.
Where you have to sit there and he's like, wait till you there.
Yeah, in the original one you had to race Metal Sonic. In this one it's a full-on battle. Yeah, you have to. It is a speed-based battle, like every other.
I could never do the spin dash on that bit.
Oh, it's probably because did you keep falling off when you did it? Or,
yes.
That happened to me once when I played it on your PS3. But when I played it on PC, I was fine with it. So yeah.
Maybe because the spin dash button isn't as responsive.
I don't know. But anyway, so Stardust Speedway, I love the music because they actually added some of the present Stardust Speedway into it. You know, turn it up, get down. Down. Wrong way, Alex. But anyway, Metal Sonic takes 4 hits in the main mode. Yes, because every boss battles and rival battles have a hard mode. Except for Time Eater, I think.
Hard mode. I'm pretty sure it does.
Hard mode doesn't. I'm not sure actually. I'm not sure. The hard mode usually isn't that different actually. Anyway, so yeah, I love this battle. I
haven't done the hard mode. What's the difference?
It's just slightly harder. It's a little more drawn out, especially Egg Dragoon.
Egg Dragoon.
Oh god. So yeah, Metal Sonic. Yeah, just hit him 4 times. He does 4 different attacks. First one's like a corkscrew. Second one's like a laser beam thing. The third one is knocking lamps into you, and the 4th one is the final corkscrew attack.
Yeah,
like
the most effective attack ever. Lamps.
Woo!
It was super effective.
The only thing I'm worried about when he's firing the lance is that I move too far back and I fall off the stage. That's what I'm worried about when that happens. That's what I'm worried about.
Whenever I tried to do the spin dash, it didn't spin dash. It didn't like.
Well done, Alex.
I was mashing it and it wouldn't spin dash. You just did a spin.
Well, okay. Well, here's my thing. You just try and hold it for a moment and then release it because that's one way you can get quite a few speed from spin dash. Right? Anything else?
Mm.
Death Egg robot in Death Egg. That's a really original name. That's a really original name. I had to say.
I hate the glitches in that level.
How many glitches did you experience? I haven't experienced any.
I experienced one major glitch.
Especially when you're about to go into the section.
No, it didn't go onto the second section. I had to hit it a 3rd time before it would go onto the second section. Don't know why, but as soon because when I hit it, it was on the little side bit, and then I had to hit it another time, and it wouldn't let me get it behind me.
Did you rage?
I was literally
as well?
I didn't rage, but I did get pretty angry on that. I was pretty unhappy about that. That stopped me from. That was the only way I died on it. In fact, that stopped me from getting my S rank.
Well, at least it's better than what FTA said. He waited for like 10 minutes just to figure out what to do. Better than that, right?
Yeah.
I didn't have any problems with the boss battle, because don't forget, I pretty much knew most of this back beforehand. So I knew quite a lot of this game about. So yeah. So like the first section, you just have to hit his arse so many times, just 2 times in the regular one. So in the second half, you get to be knocked onto the second platforms and use bombs, hit it, make sure that his arm hits the bomb, and then you can spin on the arm, hit his head,
Wait, which game is the which game was the Death Egg? Is the Death Egg the actual boss in Sonic the Hedgehog 3 as well?
Well, actually, in Sonic the Hedgehog 2, the Death Egg was just 2 corridors and 2 bosses with no rings in sight. Sonic 3's Death Egg was actually a zone, a full-on zone. Okay, it's a bit weird.
Wonky.
Yeah.
Whoa, wonky.
Combo breaker.
Screw this.
Here's one hilarious thing in before you fight the Death Egg robot in the cutscene.
Screw this.
In the cutscene, if you choose modern Sonic or classic, if you choose modern Sonic, because when you, depending on which Sonic you enter, you'll see the cutscene from that Sonic's perspective.
So if you're the classic Sonic, will you see it
from classic's perspective? Yes, and if you put it in modern, then you'll see it from modern's perspective.
Oh, so you said it wrong. You said the wrong
perspective.
Perspective.
So I can't say it very fast.
You suck.
Yes, I know.
Back to back.
Well, anyway, modern has a lot more. No, classic has a lot more like emotion to it. But modern is just a bit more boring. But both of them are still okay. It's nice to touch. Some more cutscenes have that sort of thing when it depends which like Sonic you exit the level with or enter the level with. It's something like that. I think that only happens like 3 times in this game. But anyway. So next, yeah. So the modern Sonic's a smart ass in that. But anyway, it's true.
Are you kidding me?
Well, we'll get to that when we get to it, Alex.
Thank God you didn't put you should have put an exclamation mark at the end of that. Thank God you didn't put a question mark at the end of it. I'm surprised you didn't know that question already.
Well, anyway,
and we are not revealing it to the audience.
We already know.
Yet.
Okay, so now we're going to Shadow the Hedgehog, in Final Rush from Sonic Adventure 2.
Yep.
He's got the damn 4th Chaos Emerald. The damn 4th Chaos Emerald was a line in Shadow the Hedgehog, I think.
I had no clue. I haven't played Shadow the Hedgehog.
I have, but I haven't seen the story on it because I was really young. The same time I played Sonic Adventure 1 DX. Actually.
In fact, the only time I actually played one of the Sonic Adventure games, it was the beginning bit where you first fight Chaos. I think it might have been Sonic Adventure DX.
Well, DX, okay. Well, I don't think you had a Dreamcast.
No, they had it on the I went to Chips in Orpington and they had it in like one of the games that they had playing there. They had Sonic Adventure. I don't know if it was Sonic Adventure or Sonic Adventure DX. Do they all start in the same place?
Yes.
In the exact same way?
Yeah. At least I'm sure of that, yeah.
So what's the difference between Sonic Adventure 1 and 2?
Oh, no, sorry. Are you talking about... if we're talking about between Sonic Adventure and DX.
Oh, no, I mean all of them. Between all of them.
So what do you mean by that then?
Do they all start in the same way?
No. In the beginning of Sonic Adventure 2, you don't have to fight Chaos, of course, because he's pretty much dead at that point.
He just gets revived by the...
No.
Oh.
I think Chaos...
So what's the final boss in Sonic Adventure 2?
Bio-Lizard. Well, there's
Bio-Lizard.
No, sorry. There's a Bio-Lizard in the Final Hazard, which is pushing another form of the Bio-Lizard. So, anyway...
Was it? Bio-Lizard and what?
Bio-Lizard and the Final Hazard.
Final Hazard.
Final Hazard is another form of the Bio-Lizard, so... Yes.
Yeah, because the Bio-Lizard is pretty much invincible, isn't it?
Yeah.
I thought Bio-Lizard was on Shadow the Hedgehog only.
No, it was in the final story of Sonic Adventure 2.
Oh, so it's also Shadow the Hedgehog.
But you fight with Shadow the Hedgehog, not Sonic the Hedgehog, I
thought it was Shadow the Hedgehog is in the game.
Oh. Well, anyway, we have Shadow Final Rush. This one is pretty easy. I heard that people say it's really hard, but it's not that hard at all, right?
What is?
Shadow Hedgehog boss.
It's not that hard. I didn't die once. It's just if you're too slow and you're like getting used to the layout, like the level layout. He gets the 2 things. Like it happened to me, but it's really easy to dodge those things.
Well, I haven't got Shadow to get.
The only downside is that when you're hitting Shadow in the back, he loses his rings one by one. While if you get hit by something, you lose all your rings. Pretty fucking stupid.
Well, here's a funny thing. One time I was boosting, but then I ran out of boost, and Shadow was closer to the power core. I was like, oh fuck! And by this point, we both had 1 power up. I was like, oh fuck, he's gonna get it, isn't he? And I found out he ran out of boost as well. I was like, oh okay.
Then you're just running at the same speeds.
Yeah.
And he's just a little bit.
But then I got rings and I got some boost and I ran into him. Then I got power core and I fucked him.
Nice.
That was a bit disgusting. So I should have put that another way. But anyway, Alex, don't do that. I was gonna make it sound really weird. Alex, what are you doing? Please stop ruining the video.
Waka 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 waka.
Okay.
Waka.
Anything else about Shadow? Because it's pretty easy.
Not really.
To say. Please sit back, please, because I don't need to get too close to it.
Now it's silver. The way it should.
Perfect chaos. Perfect chaos. Station square.
What?
Perfect chaos.
Oh, you're doing it off this. Oh yeah.
I'm doing off this.
So you've got pretty much the city escape of the boss levels. Yes.
No.
Perfect chaos, the best one out of the lot.
Best boss battle are you talking about? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. It has so many routes, and this is more of a level than a boss battle.
As I said, the city escape of the boss battles.
Yeah. Sorry, I thought that's what you meant. I didn't understand what you meant that time. Anyway, this is like the look of Station Square. Started Station Square is like opposite of Crisis City. Crisis City was all burned and ruined. Station Square is all
covered in water
and ruined.
It's just the fact is the perfect chaos just looks so epic.
It's just, well,
they gave him some they gave him a helmet and some
armor. In the original game, he didn't have it because the graphics of Dreamcast couldn't support it. That's what they had.
And also that was why he went.
Yeah,
his mouth was all floppy.
Yeah, floppy mouth. The only problem is when I lose boost and I'm panicking because I don't want to fall into the water because you're pretty much over water in the first
Actually, you can if you just run at normal speeds, you go along the water.
Yeah, you can, but eventually you will slow down and just fall into the water.
You just need a little bit of boost for when you go into chaos.
No, you don't need. You just have to run into him. That's it.
Oh.
Which is quite good actually.
Well, then it automatically uses your boost.
No, it doesn't. I don't think
it did for me.
Didn't for me.
Did you have any boost when you were fighting him?
No. When I went inside him, I didn't have any boost, and I
exactly.
And I still.
But took it.
No, I had already had no boost by the time I entered him.
So then you didn't experience it.
No.
I had a little bit. I think. Although it was a little bit of boost.
Probably because you're holding the boost.
I wasn't holding the boost.
I don't know because technically he I don't know why he's shining blue there.
I wanted to save it for that last bit. The vengeance is mine.
Also, that ends well, right, Sonic?
Yep.
Well, that's a line in Sonic Adventure after the boss battle. Oh. And it's the joke about it is the fact that the Station Square is all ruined. Still.
All's well and ends well. Yeah.
Exactly.
And you just see it just shows in the background a building collapse.
Well, actually, I find that ending really stupid.
Wow.
That's a sort of ending like it's like all's well and ends well. It's still ruined. Like, what kind of ending is this?
It's called irony. Irony.
Well, Perfect Chaos is easy majority of the time. I have died a few times on it, and I still haven't done it perfectly. I'm not sure if I got an S rank actually. I can't remember. But anyway,
you can't get an S rank without perfect clear.
Yeah, that's true. But anyway, anything else?
Well, actually, you can.
Can you? If you do well enough.
No, yeah. If if your score's high enough, it just shows the whole bar and it goes further green, and then the orange bar like goes further because you get like the little bonus bit.
Yeah.
And because then it said S rank, and then it said perfect, but it didn't say perfect bonus. Yeah. So which makes me believe that you can.
Okay. Is there anything else?
Not really.
Not really. Silver, Crisis City, what the boss.
The way it should have been.
Now this in case you viewers don't know, the original Silver battle, it was in Soliana.
Which I have seen.
Yeah, it is in Soliana, and he kept going, "It's no use to you," and
it's no use.
I will toss you and make you lose your rings. Even if your invincibility frames, he can still catch you. By the way, which makes it even more annoying.
And the annoying fact is that it takes a couple of times before he throws you, so the invincibility frame ends while you're in his grasp.
Yeah. But anyway.
So then you're fucked.
Yeah.
Unless you're unlucky enough to go through the map and go flying to space.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
Space. Well, anyway. Fortunately, if you play Skyrim on the PC version, you can get this mod. Space Core.
Yeah, you told me about it. Anyway, this silver battle in Crisis City is really good. It's basically you boosting on the highway, which for some reason isn't exactly broken, but anyway.
What is the song?
Wait, let's see. Where is it? Where is it? Silver Rap Battle, a remix of the Versus character theme from Sonic 06.
Oh, Versus character theme.
Yeah, I know about it, don't worry.
I don't.
Well, too bad. Well, this battle, it's another speed-based battle, which is what it should have been. You have to run to Silver and homing attack him a few times. But the best thing is at the last bit where he uses his quote-unquote Meteor Smash.
And he gets smashed.
Yeah,
it means he throws a meteor after you,
Katamari.
And then you take him out and he gets smashed.
Yeah, but before that,
enough said.
Before that, he actually
dying.
Careful.
Dying.
Before you actually get to like literally quote-unquote kill Silver.
Funnily enough, he doesn't die.
No, he doesn't.
Which is annoying because then you're stuck with him for the final stage.
He actually tries to use objects to try and hit Sonic, but he obviously fails. But anyway, that's pretty much end of Silver because there's not much to talk about. Besides, this is what the boss should have been. Yes. Okay, so now we're in the Egg Dragoon. One of the most boring bosses. Not boring.
They fucking ruined it.
It's drawn out. I haven't tried.
They ruined it.
I haven't tried the original Egg Dragoon boss battle, by the way, because I never played Sonic Unleashed before.
Because you suck.
I don't have the console. Actually, I do have the console, but I don't want to. I don't want Sonic Unleashed actually. But anyway.
Why not?
I don't know. But anyways,
It's annoying that you have to go through the warehouse stages. You can't skip them.
Yeah, I know. But this game
into a warehouse at night.
But this game doesn't have because the Egg Dragoon is actually a different experience this time. You don't have the werehog in Sonic Generations, so it's a battle with more normal modern Sonic.
Don't you find it rather coincidental that during Sonic Unleashed he always seems to have turned into a werehog out of sight? Like no one, barring the mouse thing that follows him, has seen, like any normal person has seen him when he's a werehog, like when he transforms into a werehog. So everyone loves Sonic. He's like, yeah, Sonic, when they don't fucking realise he's a monster.
Pair of gloves, because in the intro scene,
he's a monster.
His hands burst out of the gloves, but otherwise he gets.
So how does he get his gloves back?
I don't know, physics again.
Maybe he has like he carries around a secret it's like a Sonic.
Ton of them.
Like Dragon Ball Z, where you have the little capsules which have stuff in them. He like just throws one down and it turns into like about 5 suitcases of pairs of gloves. That and because he doesn't wear anything else other than shoes, which he doesn't change.
Well, here's the way you defeat
if you follow
Egg Dragoon.
If you follow Sonic Paradox, he doesn't change his shoes.
Well, here's the way the Egg Dragoon boss works in this game. You have to constantly homing attack him. Constantly homing attack him, and he has different moves. And most of the moves are really annoying. And not only that, but he's repeating the same fucking lines over and over again.
Time for a change of pace!
I kinda saw what you were going to do there.
Yep.
But really,
get a load of this!
He says this all the time, and even sometimes for no reason. He has many attacks and you can try and hit him from that. You have guardrails to try and hit him from, or you just go for a 2D perspective, which I quite frankly think is easier because he does the wall jumping section, where he humps the wall, if you like. Yes, Alex, exactly. But yeah, otherwise this boss battle is really drawn out. I haven't tried the hard mode, which apparently, according to Lewis and Brain Scratch, is even more drawn out than normal boss battle. But if you want 100% completion, you have to do it, which one of my future plans is to get 100% completion, by the way.
Fuck that noise!
Which means you have to do the Vector mission.
Fuck
the Vector, that clock's dead. Fuck the Vector mission.
Huh?
The clock's dead on that TV.
Yeah?
Yes.
Oh, I don't care. I wasn't looking at it. I was like walking off.
Anyway. So we don't have much Egg Dragoon. Yeah, by the way guys, you can guess we're rushing this because, you know, we're getting tired.
Yeah.
We're getting really tired of this now.
Being
but now we have the fucking time meter. No. The time meter is terrible. The worst final boss in 3D Sonic. Right? Yes. So this time meter boss battle takes place in the center of time. This is the only original boss, and it's terrible.
I need time to say this. That looks like a homing shot.
Yes, that too. Your characters are supporting you, and
they sure are supporting.
They're repeating the same line again and again. If they say it one time, I don't mind. But
they will say it differently though. They just make everyone else say it until it loops.
Yeah, pretty much. This is the only original boss, and it's terrible, like we said already.
It is the worst stage in the game. This makes Sonic 06 look like the best. This makes Sonic 06 look like a godforsaken
That's awesome.
upbringing.
Yeah, exactly. But here's one thing: many people, because I know how to play. We both know how to play Time Eater beforehand because we've seen gameplay footage of it. But
the worst fact is, you need rings, yet they're pretty much almost invisible.
Because the rings are gold.
The only way
is gold.
In fact, if you can, the only way you can get them is by hitting the guy, unless you're lucky enough to run into them, and that's just the modern version. At least in the classic, they're more visible.
Yeah, actually, what was I gonna say?
If only there was a lightning, the thunder shield on that special stage.
Oh, I can't really.
So you just scoop up the things, rings.
Yeah. Well, anyway, you have to control Supersonic. It's a boost constantly, which takes a long time. And once you get to him, you have to hit his core. Yeah, that's true. But it takes forever to get to him.
Because mysteriously, even though yet again it's Sonic the Hedgehog, so-called the fastest thing alive.
Sega. I'm trying to copy a Sonic show there. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's also one
still
thing.
about half the enemies that you fight are yet again ahead of you.
Actually, classic Sonic doesn't do anything in this battle. Nothing at all. Modern Sonic does all the work. You have to just boost to win, hit the core with your face, and
at least they have some funny
times.
bits. For example, when they first become Super Sonic, classic Sonic's like, what the hell is happening? While modern Sonic's like, yeah, now you're fucked.
Yeah, I think this probably can be the first time. Sorry. This is possibly the can be the first time Classic goes Super, but we don't know.
Super Sonic.
But Classic,
even though Sonic the Hedgehog 2 has happened.
Yeah, because
I think this is set between Sonic the Hedgehog
1 and 2.
Like before Sonic the Hedgehog 4.
Duh. Because Sonic the Hedgehog 4 has green eyes, so ruined forever there.
Exactly.
Which doesn't make any sense.
Before it.
But it doesn't make sense either, because Sonic Spinball probably came after Sonic 4. Apparently.
He wants to be more popular, so he gets green contacts.
Yes.
Grows his hair and...
We copied Johnny there, by the way.
Yep.
So, but the only thing
Sponsor.
the only thing Classic Sonic does in the Time Eater battle, if you hold the jump button, you can charge an attack, and it's used to destroy debris. And debris don't really do much anyway.
They don't do shit to you. Fortunately, it isn't annoying enough to make you lose all your rings, like normal debris would do if it wasn't.
Also, speaking of which, trying to collect rings, it's also a big pain because your control kind of sucks. You're holding the up button, you move really slowly upwards, right? Or in any direction. I'm talking about. I'm really struggling to even get many of the rings because, quite frankly, they're hard to fucking get.
You just if you're lucky enough to get them. If you're like in the one point of time where you're close enough to where rings spawn, and if you're lucky enough, then you get the rings.
Yeah.
It's all based on luck.
Yeah, pretty much. Also, I heard from Johnny that sometimes you get to close to him and he moves like 5 miles backwards. I have never experienced that, but that seems really annoying.
What?
Like you get really close to the core of the Time Eater, but then he just jumps back 5 feet. That's what Johnny has said before.
So it's like, fuck this, boosh.
Yeah, myself, I haven't experienced it, but
I have experienced it a couple of times. We had it a couple of times when I was trying to do that stage.
I haven't. So I haven't.
Every now and again, like it's also at the time where you where the little mark thing is, you press the X button, which would usually be used as homing attack,
but
so you go straight into it.
So what the fuck's the point of this?
So why is there a marker above it?
Look, here's the thing. Sega hasn't actually possibly programmed this properly. I think
no, they didn't do very good at programming it well.
I think like Sonic 06, they did rush this as well a bit. Except they did it a lot better because they didn't focus so many other cutscenes. Like Sonic 06 has so many cutscenes. Maybe
there is a similarity to Super Smash Bros. Brawl, where the fact that Sonic was introduced as a last-minute character.
Yes, exactly. This doesn't work right. Okay, last words in this boss battle for me. This boss sucks. You have to play it. Yeah, you have to play a Time Eater, so which fucking sucks. And this boss battle, quite frankly, SUCK sucks. What about your last lines? Say something, Alex, because I don't think they're going to hear that very well. Well, careful, Alex. Okay, so that was his last words. Hitting the table is his words. Exactly.
head banging.
Okay, well, after, we've already torn down about the Supersonic because we've already talked about it in the beginning.
Because it sucks.
Yeah, they suck. But we don't talk about it anymore. Let's go on to extras.
Yay.
The first thing is with skill shop system. What do you think?
I have to say, why did you write that down? Only original boss, good or bad one?
Only original boss, because that's
Are you kidding me?
Well, anyway, extras, skill shop.
The only thing that's worse than this is Silver Spoon.
Well, we're off that topic because I'm not doing much.
Yep.
Well, what do you think of the skill shop system?
The skill shop system is actually really good.
I don't mind it too much.
It's rather useful, barring the fact that you have to buy all the shields separately.
But my thing is, I don't mind the elemental shields being a skill, but the regular barrier shield I do, because it's the regular shield.
They should have just had it in there.
They had the barrier shield in Sonic Generations, but it wasn't a monitor, and I don't like that. I wouldn't mind having the.
And also, it's once again, I swear it was more useful in the original Sonic the Hedgehog instead of just being a barrier.
No, it was still a barrier in the original game as well.
Fuck.
There was no difference to the original barrier. There's nothing.
And it's also pretty much useless when the fact that you mainly want the fire shield, the thunder shield, or the bubble shield.
But the elemental is going to be used once per life, but the barrier should be used twice per life.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but by the way, I'm not sure this rushed or just being lazy. But the barrier shield is bubble shield graphics. Why the fuck? Yeah, the skill shop system. So yeah, I like the way that the elemental system has been finally brought back. Finally.
Yeah.
I mean, Christ, they haven't been there since Sonic Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles.
Even though that's really just Sonic and Knuckles and Sonic the Hedgehog 3 put together.
Yeah, because they both had the game. I mean, yeah.
Because they thought, that's actually the best idea ever. Let's link the level together.
Well, actually, it was about
game.
Well, actually, it was by accident. It was actually by accident that Sonic 3 and Knuckles were one game, because they initially wanted Sonic 3 to just be one game, but because of time restrictions, they had to release Sonic 3 alone, and then Sonic and Knuckles in a separate game. But I think that's a benefit because now we have more stages that most people love, like Mushroom Hill Zone, Sky Sanctuary, and all that. So yeah. So the skill shot system, equipping moves is a bit annoying because it takes quite a while. But anyway. Okay, now Alex is enjoying his cake. So it's treating some delicious cake.
How would you like some delicious cake?
So we're going to stop with the skill system there. We're going to leave it at that, I think. Actually, no. I would talk about more of the skill system because there is a lot more to it. But honestly, like we said, we're rushing it now.
Hang on, we can't forget about the Sega Mega Drive controller.
Oh yeah, there's actually something you can buy for 777 points, which is the Sega Mega Drive. Yeah, spoiler, sorry. The Sega Mega Drive controller.
One thing is, it would have been better if they put it 1, 3, 3, 7, and because and they should have added an O afterwards because in fact it's Sega Mega Drive controller.
Unfortunately, with it you can play Sonic Hedgehog 1, the original game.
Evidently, you don't get the reference of 1, 3, 3, 7.
No, I didn't get it.
Lead.
Oh. Well, this is Sonic Hedgehog, nothing related to it, I don't think.
L is 1, 1 is L, 3's are E, and the 7 is T.
Well, that's nothing to do with Sonic Hedgehog though, so I don't think they would have done that.
Lead. You gotta be kidding me. Oh.
What? What's it got to do with Sonic the Hedgehog?
You know the meaning of the word lead, don't you?
No. I don't think I have. I heard of it before, I just don't know the meaning of it.
We'll have to look at it after this.
Okay. Well, anyway.
You have to do your homework.
Yeah. Well, anyway,
homework is searching up that word.
Anyway, so you can only play Sonic Hedgehog 1 out. You can't play like Sonic Hedgehog 2, Sonic 3, or Sonic and Knuckles. You just Sonic 1, which is reasonable though because anyone can just use an emulator, which is illegal, but go right ahead for it if you want to. Now we have the hub world. Now, what do you think of the hub world? It's as basic as you get for me. I don't know.
Pretty much.
I don't mind it. It's easy to get to locations, unlike Sonic 06's hub worlds or Sonic Adventure series' hub worlds.
The only annoying thing is when you're trying to get the to the challenge you really want to do.
You have to search so hard because like, there's sometimes really hard to get to. Like, okay, where?
Like do certain things.
Yeah, it's like searching for the rival battle. You just can't find it anywhere. Eventually, you do find it, but you know.
Sure enough, the Metal Sonic is easier to find because it actually shows you it. When you actually notice it when it because he's actually there when you're doing the when it shows you that you have to do all the challenges.
Yeah, but there's not really much to go through. The trophy room, have you seen it? Yeah,
Oh wait, what? I don't know what buttons to hold.
I pressed the back button. I'm not sure about yours. I think it was just. I'm not sure. Is it? I think you hold the select button on your PS3.
Oh, there's a select button.
Hold the select button. Then after about 3 seconds, you enter a trophy room. You need to enter a load of codes to get these trophies. I haven't done any of them yet.
What is the significance of getting these trophies?
Just for fun.
Oh.
But anyway, that's pretty much it for the hub world, actually. But now
So
the
it's
second
it's just codes, not anything you gotta unlock.
No, it's
not like to do with trophies or achievements.
It's codes. You can find them like game facts or something as such to unlock them. But anyway, that's.
And how are you supposed to get the codes on their own?
I don't know. Apparently they're supposed to be given out through special events. Okay, now literally the second to last thing, the missed opportunities. There are lots of missed opportunities.
For example, levels.
No, not levels. I'm talking about references. I mean, they couldn't make like reference. And then, like one of the good references they did make was something like they added like the posters in City Escape for like. You know, Mighty and all that.
City Escape, that was so funny.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Like you're trying to wait for the little blocks to fall down, and you just notice around the corner is a little poster saying "Wanted."
Yeah.
And it shows a little bear, like a koala, like a kangaroo with a hat.
Yeah, and there's Knack the Weasel, but I don't know many of them actually. Names and like Bean the Dynamite.
Purple kangaroo. I call him.
I don't
no clue of what his name is.
But anyway, he's Knack the Weasel.
Oh.
Anyways, other missed opportunities. They could have brand like classic Knuckles or classic Amy. I mean, even though classic Amy is really annoying, but still, they had so many opportunities. The one of the other opportunities that I don't think many people would agree on, but at the same time no, is the Pingus line from classic Eggman, because you know it's one of the big things from the SatAM series. You're washing your hands afterwards.
Yep.
I actually can't figure much missed opportunities, but I know I used to think if I think hard, I can figure quite a few missed opportunities, but because I'm rushing this, no, I can't. Here's one big one that I think they missed out. Why couldn't they have like something like Super Peel Out? That was like one Super Peel Out, Sonic CD, figure 8 move.
Oh, that.
Yeah, they missed that opportunity. They could have had that, but no. But anyway, that's near the end. We have the final opinions. Don't give a score, Alex, but what do you? Okay, while could put in like a few minutes of detail. Your final view on Sonic Generations.
Awesome game.
In a few minutes of detail, by the way.
Oh, really good graphics.
Graphics.
Yeah. It's just the downside is the fact that they've got just some stages where they've just gone in the wrong direction. Terrible. Namely, meaning challenges.
I agree.
Enough said. Challenges, wrong direction. Enough said.
JLS.
Oh no! Fuck that. There.
No. Okay. Well, here's my thing. I love the way they ran back classic Sonic, and they have a model for him now. So why can't they use it for Sonic Hedgehog 4 Episode 1 and Episode 2? Oh, sorry. But okay, here's another thing. So they have all these stages, and all the level designs are perfect. Well, most of them anyway. So Sega, you showed us what you can do. Give us something original. Okay, I'm pretty much copying what Johnny said because his points are really true. Show us what you can do just using original levels now. Don't use nostalgia to get the fan base up like, oh my fucking god. Sorry. The graphics are spectacular in this game. Both PC and PS3, but the 360 can screw itself over. The story needs to be a lot better, that's what I agree with. The bosses are some of the best, except for the Tiny 10 and Egg Dragoon, because frankly they suck. But I wish they had so much more missed opportunities added in. Well, Alex, by the way, I'm actually editing songs into it, don't worry. But anyway, so yeah, that's my last thoughts on it. This game is incredible. One of my favourite Sonic games ever made, but still doesn't beat out Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Sonic 3 and Knuckles overall is my favourite Sonic game of all time, but Sonic Generations comes really fucking close to it.
I have to say, Sonic, I'm gonna have to go back to the first game I played, Sonic Heroes, which was a ton of fun.
What do you think is better?
Oh, Sonic Generations, obviously, but I still prefer. I still like that. I still like Sonic Heroes.
But when I look back at Sonic Heroes, I find out okay,
it was such a good idea for the game. The fact that you've got like three in a team, and you got
four teams overall, 3 characters in each team.
3 characters in a team, and they're all used. For example, you got Tails' flying, which is what they really well on.
Here's problems I had with his Sonic Heroes though. Yes, guys, we are pretty much stopped on Sonic Generations impressions because we kind of ended it here now. My problems with Sonic Heroes is that the control was a bit slippery to me, I think. The special stages I found quite annoying, but I haven't been to them in quite a long time, so I don't know. Mm-hmm. And also some of the stages just drawn out and long.
Good note.
I have a lot more, but I just can't remember them.
Alright, so we're pretty much ending it.
Yeah.
Waka waka. So anyway.
But actually, speaking of which, enjoy your future. Sonic, enjoy your future. It's gonna be great.
Yeah. Famous last words. Anyway, I'm Alex.
I am Jack, and thank you for watching 4 Hour Impressions video. That was... What the fuck?